Can you introduce yourself and tell us something about you?
Hi, I am Hazel. I'm a registered nurse. I currently work in primary care here in Prince George as a team leader.
What were your experiences like coming to Canada?
So definitely it was quite challenging. So we moved here in Canada back in 2010. So moving across the world with a young family was quite challenging because when we first landed in here, I was basically told that my education is not equivalent to Canadian education, so I cannot work as a registered nurse right away.
How did you get your license and what was the process like?
So initially, so after they assessed my education and my credentials, like I said, they told me that I am not qualified to work as a registered nurse right away because my education is not equivalent to Canadian education. So what I did was I challenged the practical nursing exam first, and luckily I passed that. So I work as an LPN, and then I worked my way up to upgrade my education to practice my registered nurse profession.
How was your mental health affected during school?
My mental health was definitely challenged at that point because, like I said, coming in here with young family, I have three kids, so I had to work full time, look after my family, and study at the same time. But thank goodness I have a very supportive family, friends, and coworkers, and I was able to accomplish my goals.
Did you encounter any racism, stigma, or discrimination?
Yeah, I think it's a part of being somebody like an immigrant. People look at you with your skin color, with your accent, with English not being your first language. I've definitely experienced that working with patients and their families, but that didn't stop me from providing efficient care.
How do you give trauma informed care as an immigrant nurse yourself?
As an immigrant myself, like I said, like having experienced all those challenges and struggles, I have become more empathetic, and I am thinking of how I can provide holistic care to my patients, making sure that they are not taken care of just by alleviating their symptoms, pain management, and all that, but most especially making sure that they're psychologically and mentally safe and healthy. Also, working collaboratively with other members of the healthcare team, with the client as the primary center, wherein we involve the client and their family in all the decision making with their plans of care.
Do you have any advice for immigrant nurses coming to Canada?
Uh, Definitely, my advice would be for them not to give up. When you first start out, don't expect things to be easy. It's going to be full of challenges and struggles, but it's definitely worth it in the end, especially if you're quite passionate about your profession, and definitely a lot of patience, perseverance, and prayers.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.